My name's Evelyn Conrad. I'm a certified lactation counselor, birth doula, and childbirth educator. This presentation is for grandparents. I'm providing you with the most current, up-to-date, invaluable breastfeeding information that you will need as you provide support to this new family, whether it's your daughter, daughter-in-law, or the mother of the baby that you are caring for. Grandparents can provide an invaluable role in supporting a new family. Let's begin. What was your breastfeeding story? Did you breastfeed? Was it successful? Was it unsuccessful? How do you feel about breastfeeding? What are your own biases regarding breastfeeding? What do you know about breastfeeding?
Bodies are such amazing things. Like, every part of us is there for a reason, and they all function the way that they're supposed to. We produce milk for our babies, and everything forms in a perfect way, and everything has a function.
Breast milk is the best food for infants. It's got leukocytes, white blood cells. It has a lot of living, active components.
I thought about all of my ancestors. They've all breastfed. And it's only very recently that human milk substitutes have been brought into the world.
Satisfaction that, I'm doing something that women have been doing for years, and I don't need, to go to a store. I have everything I need right here.
It's pretty mind-blowing that all her nutritional needs are met with just from our bodies.
It's the best thing for our baby.
We know that not breastfeeding can cause a lot of chronic health issues, and we feel that it does contribute to diabetes and obesity.
The role of elders within the community is often referred to as the wisdom keepers, simply by virtue of their life experiences and their knowledge base and their willingness to share. They're the nurturers and they're the supporters.
We wanted to address early feeding so that women would get off to a good start with breastfeeding.
I want to give my kids the best, and that, to me, that was the best.
With breast milk being the gold standard of feeding, let's look at the effects that formula can have on a baby's health. Formula feeding can lead to diabetes, obesity, respiratory disease including pneumonia and bronchitis, diarrhea, ear infections, urinary tract infections, SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, allergies, asthma, Crohn's, and other diseases. When we look at the differences between how a breastfeeding baby eats versus a bottle feeding baby, there are some significant differences that might be confusing for people if you didn't know what the norm was. Breastfed babies regulate how much they eat. They choose how long to stay at the breast, and they choose how often to breastfeed. They tend to graze and eat many frequent small meals throughout the day. Formula-fed babies tend to be more on a schedule of feeding. We tend to feed them every 3 to 4 hours, and we expect that breastfed baby to eat the way a bottle-fed baby eats, when they're not designed to eat that way. Bottle feeding can wait until breastfeeding is well established. Let's look at one of the huge benefits of breastfeeding. The first milk is called colostrum, and it's thick and it's sticky, and it helps that baby to be able to learn how to suck, swallow, and breathe. Colostrum is the baby's first immunization. It's filled with antibodies. It also works as a laxative to help remove the meconium, which is that baby's first stool. Meconium is black, it's thick, it's sticky, it's kind of hard to get off, but it's sterile poop. Colostrum seals that baby's gut and prevents harmful bacteria to stick to it. With just a small amount of formula, that completely changes the gut flora in that baby's belly, and it can take weeks for it to come back to the normal that it is supposed to be. All components of breast milk help that baby to develop a normal digestive system. So it's really not recommended that moms supplement with any kind of formula unless it's absolutely medically necessary.